Now at 4:30, it's certainly a very busy time right now, to say the least, as we race towards the November election.
Moderator of Face the Nation, Margaret Brennan, is joining us live right now from Washington, D.C. We want to talk politics on this Friday afternoon. Margaret, thank you very much for joining us. You know, we just reported a few minutes ago, it looks like President Trump will likely announce Amy Coney Barrett for the Supreme Court. Is that true?
That is our reporting at CBS. That is the consensus pick here in Washington. Of course, with President Trump, he likes being unexpected, so no one is ever ready to say it's a sure thing until he announces it. But that is who the White House officials that CBS speaks to are saying is expected to be announced tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So unless something changes, it will be that potential justice. She is a mother of 7 from the Midwest. She was a clerk to Antonin Scalia, the iconic conservative justice on the court who passed away a number of years ago. She is someone who has been vetted in the past. In fact, she was looked at last time around when President Trump nominated now Justice Kavanaugh. So she is familiar to conservatives. She has been through what was already a grueling process for her current job and is expected to be announced by the president tomorrow as his third choice so far into his presidency, his third selection, I should say, of a Supreme Court justice, tilting that court, the balance of it, towards conservatives.
Margaret, I'm thinking that you expect this to go through, right? Obviously, the Republicans have control of the Senate. What do you think the timeline will be like?
Well, it seems all but certain that whoever the president nominates would be ushered through by the Republican majority in the Senate. Now, this is a narrow majority, remember, so you could hit some bumps in the road, as one source told me earlier today. But they believe that the Senate Republican leader can get his caucus in line and get Republicans to vote as a bloc for Amy Coney Barrett. But expect this to be a difficult and very contentious process. Democrats don't have a lot of tricks up their sleeves in terms of being able to stop this. They are in the minority, but it doesn't mean this will be easy. And in fact, those hearings, which are expected to begin mid-October, are also going to be wall-to-wall television coverage. And for many of these senators who are running for re-election themselves, it's an opportunity to make their pitch to the voters at a time when they can't go out and do retail politics due to the restrictions from the pandemic.
We have been waiting for Tuesday, which is going to be a big day for quite some time, the first debate between Joe Biden and President Trump. What do you think we should expect?
I'm going to be watching this with great interest to see how the candidates in this unusual setting, remember there are pandemic restrictions here too, it'll just be the moderator, Chris Wallace, serving these questions to the two candidates who will have to respond on their feet. Donald Trump's attacks on Joe Biden have been that he, due to his age, isn't up for it and can't respond on his feet. Joe Biden has tried to disprove that in recent press conferences, that he can quite quickly respond. President Trump, of course, doesn't get engaged on policy a lot. He speaks at rallies. We hear him speak to the press quite often, but it's not on the substance of issues. And he hasn't made so much of an affirmative case for his reelection, as much as saying, I'm better than the other guy. That's kind of what they're both messaging around this season. This will be a chance to have them pressed on exactly what are you going to do on things like healthcare, for example. So I think it could be potentially educational for viewers. I'm hoping it will be as a journalist. I know so many people already have their minds made up, but this could really be informative.
It'll be interesting. Margaret Brennan, thank you very much for taking a few minutes to talk with us on this Friday. Just a reminder, you can catch Face the Nation this Sunday right here on Eyewitness News at 10:30. And don't miss Face the State earlier in the morning at 8:30.